go over the rest of these equations on creating matrices, you need to follow the same 4 steps that I gave you in the previous video. Find your variables, create your key, find the totals, make your equations. So number 2, the gas station down the street sells candy for $1.99 and suckers for 52 cents. On Tuesday, they sold 19 of these items, earning a total of $26.05. How many of each item do they sell? Remember, that last sentence tells you what you're looking for. You're looking for each item sold. Now, what are the items, only items talked about in this equation? We have a candy being talked about and suckers. So we found our variables, which is step 1. Step 2 is create our key. We'll say that C is candy sold and S is suckers sold. Okay, we've created our key. Now we need to find our total. Right here, we already see the word total from the beginning, earning a total of $26.05, so we can put this down. That's one of our totals. But the only other total amount is the amount that they sold on Tuesday, which was 19. So it equals a total of 19. Now, you are not allowed to put words in these problems, but I'm going to put in parentheses here that 19 is talking about items and 26.05 is talking about money. So we're going to look for where we talk about items and money in our equation using the 2 variables that we have. Here we have that street candy sells, or that the store down the street sells candy for $1.99. So there's something talking about money in candy. And suckers for 52 cents. So that is the price. Now here is the total talking about money. So that's where the price, or that's where the equation dealing with money will go. If you look here, $1.99 for one piece of candy. So that's $1.99 for each of the candy sold, which, again, we can't write words, so we have to use our variables. And then we're going to talk about suckers. Now, the suckers are 52 cents for each sucker sold. We don't know how much they are or how many we sold, but we do know how much they cost. You see, I did not put dollar signs. You should not put dollar signs in your equations. The next one is items. The only thing that they talk about is that when you add up how much candy and suckers sold, it's going to equal 19. Candy plus suckers equals 19. It doesn't have to be an elaborate equation. That's just how the equation goes. We've done quite a few, like number 3, which talks about a farmhouse shelters 52 animals from the farm. Some are chickens and some are pigs. There are a total of 112 legs in the farmhouse. How many of each animal are there? That last sentence. How many of each animal tells you what you're solving for. The animals. Well, what animals are talked about in this equation? Chickens and pigs. So our second step after we found the variables is to create our key. C stands for chickens and P stands for pigs. Now we need to find our totals. We have a total of 112 legs, so we can go ahead and make our equal sign 112. And then we have a total of 52 animals. Now, again, we would not put these in our actual equations, but I'm going to put them there so I can keep it straight. One of my equations need to be talking about animals. The other ones need to be talking about legs. So let's start with the animals. The animals that we talked about are chickens and pigs, and it says a total of 52 animals. We don't know how many chickens. It could be 50 chickens and 2 pigs, but we do know when we add the number of chickens plus the number of pigs, you get 52. Now, the next one is legs. Now, as you can say, it doesn't talk about legs in the equation, but it does expect you to know how many legs are in an equation, or how many legs are on each animal. So a chicken has 2 legs on a chicken, plus the 4 legs on a pig. That is our systems of equations. 2 equations, more than 1 variable.